Welcome everybody. What we got going on here is today I'm going to be going through the Myplayer Builder. So I'm going to be showing you guys what I've learned from it and what you guys should know before you make any builds, because it costs a lot of money to make a build, and last year I spent a lot of money making a bunch of builds. The builders, although it's similar to last year, there are a lot of differences as far as cap breakers, as far as build specializations, and these are just the things you got to be aware of when you make a build so you don't waste your money. So this is the build I got first. I'm going to go through and just show you like a quick demo of this. So where is it? This is the build that I made the other day, and I didn't make it, I was just testing it out. I'll just go through and show you this quickly. So 6'11", minimum wingspan, minimum weight, and the reason I did this at 6'11", I'll show you in a minute, but the point of this, just to give you a reference, there's going to be a ton of cap breakers that you can get very easily in this game, and as far as cap breakers go, build specialization, you need to know that and think ahead when making these builds so you don't make the build, then get these cap breakers, get these max +2 badges, and then they turn out to be worthless and you got to make a new build because you didn't think about that prior to making the build. So with a build like this, let's start with build specialization. You could pick a specialization from any of these categories. You got finishing, shooting, playmaking, defense, and rebounding. Basically, once you make the build, you choose what you want to specialize in. It could make your primary ability better. It can make your secondary ability equal to your primary. There's a lot of different ways you can go about it, but what you need to know, and it will take a while for the build specialization, it's not a quick thing. I mean, I got my point guard that I made off rip, and I'm only in like level 2 out of 8 so far. It's gonna take a while, but it's totally worth it. So in the build specialization, you get 2 cap breakers. Those can only be implemented to the category that you choose. So if you choose shooting, for example, you could get 2 cap breakers. Like I said, it's going to take time to get, but it's worth thinking ahead, in my opinion. You're also going to get a max +1 and a max +2 badge that you can put on that same category that stays permanently. So for this build, we played a rec game. We went against like a KD style build, and I don't know what the guy had specifically, but it gave me the inspiration for this build. And I'm going to eventually make something like this. It's just a matter of when. I'm going to play around with it a lot. I'm going to spend a lot of time working on it. But this is for everyone that didn't get the pre-release and the game just dropped yesterday. Please watch this. So max +1, max +2, and 2 cap breakers. So for this build, I was going to be putting it on shooting. What this does, if you look at the badges, right off the rip, you get all your gold and then silver limitless on a 6'11". Right? Plan for this build would be use my max +2 on either set shot specialist or shifty shooter. That would put it straight to legend. The cap breakers, I'd use +2 on the mid range. Remember, it has to be able to fit within these parameters. That's the only way the cap breakers will work. So you see I get a 94 mid range. That's the plan with this build. As you see, it just messed with this a little bit. Couple things just got adjusted. What just changed? Strength. There we go. Okay, so I would do +2 on mid-range. That right there, the 94 mid-range, gets me Hall of Fame set shot specialist, and that's pretty much the only tweak that the +2 does to that. So the reason why is because that puts set shot specialist on Hall of Fame. Once I do that, I could use my max +1 to put set shot specialist onto legend. And then I could also use, when I get the max +2 on shifty shooter, to put that also to legend. So on a build like this, right off the rip, just with build specialization, I mean not off the rip, but what it will eventually be able to do, you can get 2 legend shooting badges plus gold Deadeye and silver limitless. You could also use your max +2 on Hall of Fame limitless if you choose. Since you have a 91 3-ball, you can get the, where is it? The deep bomber takeover. So you could shoot from wherever you want pretty much. So, you know, you can play around with it however you'd like. But so on a build like this, I want my shooting to be my build specialization because a 6'11 sharpshooter, you know, KD, he shoots from anywhere. He could shoot off the dribble. He could shoot from, you know, half court. He could. There's a lot that a build like this can do, especially with the contest system this year. It's really hard to contest tall builds, and you'll see why this is what I think for this kind of a build. So then, you know, you can also get your cap breakers from the crew. You can, if you create a crew, you can get up to 4 cap breakers, and that can be used on, for me personally, on this build, probably use it on like standing dunk. Get that up to a 90, get my gold rise up. You know, could also do it on driving a layup. You know, there's a lot of different possibilities, pass act, whatever, block, interior defense, if you really want to make a menace of a build. So, cap breakers. The only way, to my knowledge, that you can see cap breakers is by making a build. So that is what we're going to do. But first, I just want to go through and test this build out for you guys so you can see why I think this build is just so overpowered. Ignore the shades of, but walking bucket, and this I believe truly is. This is without any cap breakers, any max plus 2s, any max plus 1s, anything. Just pure, raw, off the rip out of the builder. So we're going to go to test build, custom test. I did customize this jumper the other day, so we're going to use that just for, you know, this sake. Signature size up, KD, breakdown combo, pro, escape moves, KD, combo moves, pro, yup, crossover, I think, yeah, I like the pro the best. It's the fastest on the 6'11". Behind the back, what do we want to do here? I think I gotta look at these to see. I think, oh, pro maybe? Is it pro or normal that I like? Let's try pro. Spin. KD's fine. Hezzy. KD's fine. Step back. We're going to go with pro. Alright, so these are the dribble moves that I'm going to be rocking with on this. Dribble pull-up. We'll go with Bam for now. Go-to shot doesn't really matter. I'm just adjusting the things that matter the most to me right now. We'll rock with the KD. You know, this is just a quick test. I just want to show you in freestyle what you can do with a 6'11 build with 75 ball handle and 68 speed with ball. So right off the rip, you're moving fast this year. It's not the same as past 2Ks. You can spam dribble moves. See, I actually don't like the normal behind the back. That's not what I wanted. But you can already see just off of that quick test right there that you're moving way faster at 6'11". They increase the game speed by 10%. You get lightning launch on bronze. Could always use another max plus 1 or 2 on that if you really wanted to. Behind the back. Let me go to the normal. And go back into freestyle. And now, let me show you. Yeah, that's what I wanted. So you could just spam these at 6'11". I mean, obviously stamina matters, but I mean, this creates so much space. And all I'm doing to do this is down on an angle with the right stick, going back and forth while holding the speed, the turbo, everything like that. So you're doing all this, and keep in mind, once you max out that badge specialization, you'll end up getting legend shooting badges. So now you get a build like this that can move like this, shooting with legend shooting badges from pretty much anywhere. Nobody's going to be able to contest it. It really is a real glitchy build. So just off of that, you know, builds like this, I've seen a lot of them. My first build was a 6'4" point guard. I love it. I've done really well with it. But I will say, going in the rec, going in the Pro-Am, I've been facing a lot of tall builds. I've seen people run in with a team and not even have a guard. Like I've seen, or at least a point guard. I've matched up against 6'7" shooting guards, 6'8" shooting guards. You know, build teams that have all 6'8" plus. So height this year is definitely Very powerful, and it's something to keep in mind, especially why I decided to look into this build. So now what we're going to do, I'm going to just make this. I'm not going to spend any money on it or anything like that, but I want to show you guys the cap breakers because our crew just hit that first level of cap breakers, and now I can, you know, show you what can do what with the cap breakers. So attributes, cap breaker available as you see in the top left. And this is what I mean with this. So now, you know, I could do 2 on my standing dunk to get that up to a 90. 5 more could go up to driving layup up to a 90. I could use my block, get that up. I mean, plus 9 is an 83, 87, 90. I can get a 90 block on this build. You know, pass accuracy, mid-range. So this build wasn't designed for cap breakers because I didn't have this unlocked until just now. But you got to keep in mind what you want to upgrade. You see how the 3-ball is locked? That's because my 3-ball in the builder could not go higher than a 91. So these things all are really important. This is the build specialization I was talking about. So for this case, on this build, I want the shooting because you get the max plus 2, you get the shooting cap breaker, the max plus 1, the other shooting cap breaker, and then the first 5 levels don't really matter that much. Go to playmaking, it's all the same. You know, you can get a max plus 2, but you can only choose one of these and you cannot change it. So keep that in mind. You don't want to have a build, like let's say you have a guard build and you make a 99 3-ball. You don't want to use your shooting specialization because you're not going to be able to use those cap breakers. You're not going to be able to use those max plus 2s because all your badges are going to be legend already. So if you did make a build with something on 99, use the badge specialization for your secondary. Whether that be finishing or defense or whatever. Just keep that stuff in mind because it really matters. You know, the crew, you get your first cap breaker, then you can get a second cap breaker, a third, and a fourth. On top of, you can get your max plus 1 and tier 1, tier 2 max plus 1s in the crew as well that are permanent. So, you know, you go to badges, you can see here, which one's the crew. Okay, so these here, this is for the season rewards. You'll get in and out throughout the year. As the seasons reset, they go away. This is your specialization. Once you unlock it, it is there on that build. You're good. And then this is for the crew. Another max plus 1 on tier 1, tier 2. Tier 1, tier 2 is the same as last year. Doesn't really change a whole lot. Badge elevators, sure. That only happens when you make multiple builds and you get them for the seasons. But we're focusing on max plus 1s, max plus 2s, and the tiers. So now that you got an idea of what all this looks like, let's walk through and make a build together just so you can see what I'm looking for when I'm making my builds. As someone who last year had 10 different builds, I maxed out every spot on the builder. I played around with it for hours. I really enjoy making builds. I spend time on this and, you know, I don't know everything with it, but I know enough from experience that some of this stuff is important and what to look for. So, choose whatever. So, let's go with, we'll go 6'4" guard. Let's see, what do we want to do here? Keep in mind, when you're choosing your weight and wingspan, you want to see what your attributes cap at, because that will matter for the cap breakers. It's the same as last year, except for the fact that certain attributes can get raised significantly based on cap breakers. Like, for example, I think I saw on Instagram the other day, if you had a 75 driving dunk on a specific build, you could use cap breakers to get it up to a 96 with 5 of them. So things like that matter. So in that case, we're gonna go. I want to go 75 on the 3-ball. Max out the 3-ball. I mean the mid range just for badge purposes right now. The reason why I want to see about getting a 90 3-ball is because of that deep bomber. Makes a huge difference, and if you could save those attribute points early on, it'll work wonders. So we're gonna do that. Ball handle. I like to dribble. You know, I have fun. I've been dribbling in this game since 2K15. I used to love the pure playmakers. That's my style of play. Go 86 there. Since this is a point guard build, we'll throw it at 76 temporarily, just so get your base attributes out of the way first. Physicals, important. 87, 90, 80, 75 driving dunk, 80 driving layup. So now you see we're at a 94. We still got 5 more to adjust. And obviously defense is very important, especially in this game. You know, people may think defense doesn't matter because the contests are not the same as they used to be. Defense still matters. If you neglect it, you will get cooked. I have my 6'4" guard. He's only got 70 perimeter right now. It goes up to an 85. If you get a hand up, they will still hit it, but not all the time. Good defense does get rewarded, but the name of the game this year is offensive efficiency. It's not just about scoring the most buckets, but it's about doing it the most efficiently. If you can efficiently outscore the other team, you will win games. So you still need decent defense to force them to be more efficient than you. So let's go with 85 steal, 85 perimeter. On a 6'4" guard, I mean, right off the rip, this is a very interesting build. You put up the strength. It doesn't really cost much. And then what else do I want to put on this? Let's see. Driving layup is really good this year. Let's go with driving layup. 86. What about perimeter? 89. How close does that get me to a 92? So keep in mind when I'm doing this, I'm looking at the requirements for the badges and everything like that. So I want to get to a 92 perimeter because that'll get me gold challenger. That badge to me is very important because you want to get the best chance to force misses. Even though people in this game will continue to hit these shots, you want to give yourself the best chance. So I'm going to lower my speed just a tad and agility. 92. So now I'm at 92. I get my gold defensive badges. So this is a pretty good base outline for the build that I'm looking to make right here. At least until I can see the cap breakers. Once I make the build, I see the cap breakers. Then what I'll do is I'll go back into the builder and tweak it as necessary. So just for the sake of this video, I'm going to do that. Driving layup. I'm at 99. Okay. So Jeremy Lin, Russell Westbrook, Hershey Hawkins, two-way mid-range menace. Defenders sag off of them. Okay, sure. So we're going to advance, make the build, so we can go in, see what the cap breakers will allow us to do on this build. Skip this. Start hooping in the city. Alright, and now we'll go to progression, cap breakers. Okay, so on this build, 3-ball is penalized. You're not getting that boost for 3-ball. So I think, sure, you could probably shoot with a 75. I mean, you definitely can. My friend, he's got a center with a 78 and silver shooting badges. He's shooting just fine catch and shoot. You're not going to be able to hit step back threes or anything like that, but you can hit catch and shoot with 75, especially with the gold shooting badges from mid-range. But look here. 75 driving dunk. Plus 4 gets you to 79. Plus 3 gets you to an 82. Plus 3 gets you to an 85. 88, 91. So you can go from a 75 to a 91 driving dunk. And this is what I mean. You want to be able to tweak these builds based on what the cap breakers give you. Cap breakers are very important this year because you're going to get them eventually. You get 2 from your lifetime challenges. Whether you end up getting them or not is a different story. 4 from your crew. You get 1 at, let's go look at rep. So you get your first one at starter 5, your next one at starter 3, and then 3 more at starter 5, or rookie, I'm sorry about that. Starter 5. So that's 5 cap breakers, plus the 4 with your crew eventually will be 9 cap breakers, plus the 2 in the build specialization is 11 cap breakers, plus if you get the first lifetime challenge, that's 12, and that's not including you know, the further down the line rep rewards, like Vet 2, you get another 3 cap breakers. You know, if you were to hit Legend, you get another 3 cap breakers. On top of, they did the same thing as they did last year. You will get a cap breaker at the end of seasons if you hit level 40. So, I believe there's 8 or 9 seasons. That's another 8 or 9 cap breakers. We're already up to like 20-something cap breakers here. You're not going to be able to get all of them unless you grind this game religiously. I don't end up getting all of them. I do work full-time. I don't have time to grind this game like that, but I also do enjoy playing it a ton. But so, you know, whether this is what you want to make with the build or not, this should be your layout on how you want to go about looking at everything before you officially make a build. Because you don't want to be the guy that makes a build as soon as you get on, you forget to look into certain things, and then now a month from now, when you have 3, 5, 10 cap breakers, and the build is lacking because you missed out on badge specialization, or you missed out on what would give you the most cap breakers. So, you know, this is just a quick reference on what you guys should be looking into when making your builds. It's very important. Don't forget to do these things when you're making these builds. I only have the one. I'll show you the one build that I have right now. This will actually be my first time seeing the cap breakers that I can get on my primary point guard build. So we'll see this together. This is the build I made. And for this, I'll tell you my thinking here. So I have a 94 3-ball. If you look at the cap breakers, that will go up to a 99. So this build will have legend shooting badges, set shot specialist, deadeye, shifty shooter, limitless range, all of those badges on legend. So that was my goal going into it. On top of it, I chose my badge specialization as playmaking. I'm the point guard. I love to facilitate. I love being fast. I love dribbling. So with the badge specialization, I'm going to put my 2 cap breakers on Passac. That gets me bailout on bronze. I currently have gold lightning launch. My max +2 will go on speed with ball lightning launch to get that to legend. Wow, this is so obnoxious listening to everyone riding around. But legend lightning launch, and then I could use my max +1 on gold ankle assassin, or I could put it on bailout silver or Hall of Fame dimer, you know, whatever that may be. So then 5 cap breakers on that for 3-ball, 2 from the badge specialization on playmaking, and now that leaves me with all my crew cap breakers, well, whatever's left over after, and my driving dunk. It's in 84 right now. I can get this up to a 92 driving dunk, just like that. You know, whether I want to keep it at an 89, 87, whatever, that is an option. Driving layup, that's 8, 9. I can get that up to an 80 if I wanted to. Steal, I could get that up to a 92. Agility, speed, strength, vertical, all these are other options. Ball handle I could put up. There's endless possibilities this year. And 2K did this because they want you to make as many builds as possible. They want you to forget about little things and then remake builds because there's so many combinations with the way they did the cap breakers and the max +1, max +2s this year. So if you're new to the game, watch this video. It doesn't matter if you have to watch it multiple times. I know there's a lot to get through. That's why I've been talking pretty fast. But this stuff is crucial when making your build. So if you're unsure, if you're new to the game and you don't know what to do, take time. It's okay. Don't rush into it. Make sure you, I would say even go play a Play Now game. See how the game feels. It's a faster game. It's smoother. The shooting is a lot better this year. It's no more RNG. If you time your shots, they will go in. So, you know, don't rush into it. You don't want to waste your money. I'm probably going to make another build, that KD style build that I was looking at earlier. I'm going to spend time. I'm going to tweak it to what gives me the best cap breakers and see how good of a build I can really make it. But, I mean, that's pretty much it. This is the builder system this year. So if you like this video, please like and subscribe. Welcome to my channel. I know I just started this. I'm going to be live streaming multiple times a week. I don't have any set schedule yet, but me and my friends, we love playing rec, pro-am, 5v5, some park, you know, from time to time. But definitely tune in. I'm going to be doing a lot of 2K content this year. I'm loving the game so far. So, you know, hope you